in a bank as a software developer
Você coloca
for
assim, ó,
about
que nem
20
você
years.
tá com seu material aberto aí
For about 20 years. I am married for 22 years as well. I am 45 years old. And in my free time, I like to read, to walk, to run. That's it.
Perfect. And Elio, are you a confident person?
I used to be less confident in the past, but I think with time we become to gain confidence in ourselves. It is very important. It opens lots of doors for us.
Ah, então beleza, então tranquilo. Então é isso que tem que fazer. A gente não pode liberar, então tá.
Confidence is being. It's a hard definition. Because it's, yeah, I think this is a really good question, because confidence, it's something that it's so much inner that sometimes I do not think that maybe there, of course, there is a definition about this, but I think that it's when you show secure when you are talking about something, or when you are doing some tests, so you can show your confidence when you are talking about some topics and discussing.
You
And
trust you are capable of doing something, or making some tasks. I think it is confidence.
yeah. And Bianca, please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Bianca. I am 27 years old. I was born in Itaquera, São Paulo, but nowadays I'm living in Campinas as well, Hélio. We are neighbor.
Yeah, maybe we are neighbors.
Yeah, not in Campinas actually, it's in Sumaré, Matão, but it's near,
Yeah,
really
nearby.
near
Yeah.
from Campinas. And I think that I have a low self-esteem about my job, so I think that I'm not that confident, I guess. But to perform well at my job, I have to, because I'm not confident, I guess I have to work a lot. I think I work more, like I'm going to make a presentation. I have to train this presentation like 4 times, and then I can perform a confidence in front of the other person. But behind the scenes, I had to do a lot of effort, actually.
Yeah. So, Elio, do you think there is some secret to be more confident? You said about your age that you become confident, and Bianca are talk about working hard.
Yeah, I believe working hard is it's one secret, but when I was young, I wanted to show everything very fast, and I think it's not possible. We can do things one step at a time. But you know it, but only with time we learn this. I believe I learned this in the hard way. For me, there's no secrets or any way to get confidence
Então,
easily.
Ou
For
então,
me,
você
it
pegar
was
aquelas
in the hard
pessoas,
way. I think
hit,
there are few
foco
people
no computador,
that
foco na folha, sabe?
is very confident
Entende?
since when they are young. And if you if you look at this this kind of
Porque, assim,
person, they are very well succeeded only because they are confident. As I said,
eu sei,
being
mas
confident
isso não é, mas ele
will
não
open lots
pra
of
pensar,
doors.
que ele é do rato.
Yeah, and you said something really interesting because since some people really, since they were child, they seem so much confidence. So no one teach them how to do that. They just do that. So Ianca, do you think that being confident and have a good communication, there they have some similarity, they work together? What do you think about confidence and have a good communication?
I never have thought about it, actually. Let me think. Be confident and have a good communication. I don't know. Have a good communicate. I don't know if these two things are relatives, because communication are relatives. I'm very open, and I think I communicate myself better when I am in an environment that makes me feel comfortable. At work, I feel anxious. I feel so I have to deliver results and I have to pay more attention in my slangs. It's funny because in English, I don't say a lot of slangs because I don't know slangs to say when, when I learn something. But in Portuguese, I have to pay attention in the way that I am talking, the way that I'm wearing my clothes. I have to hide all my tattoos, for example, at my work, actually. So I don't know if it's related. But one question that I have is that it's possible to be confident and be humble at the same time, or confidence is related to egocentrism, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
What means humble?
Humildade, ser confiante
Oh,
e humilde.
okay. Yeah, I do not think they are related. I think that you can be confident and be humble. It looks like Be Humble, the movie. Yeah, and I do not think they are related. I think that it's not something like being selfish or something like this. I think there's no relation about being selfish and be confident. I think it's possible a person be humble and confident. But you said about something. You said something really interesting about being comfortable. And it's also it's also hard to me feel confident, talk about my results in an environment that I do not feel so much comfortable. And in some meetings, I feel that it's harder to me than usual. So the environment, I think it's also the secret to be more confident. And Elio, is being confident important?
Yes,
E
absolutely.
no relatório fiscal, às vezes até tira até
Very
PNB
important.
também, agora.
Maybe sometimes it is more important show confidence. Maybe you are not that confident, but you, especially in the working environment, if you show some weakness, it could be your ruin.
Ah, eu pensei que você já sabia.
Something that I forgot to say
Eu vou encerrar.
earlier is that
Você não vai ter o cartão aqui. Espera aí.
confidence is related
Vamos
with judgment that people makes from you.
Eu vou indo, tá?
Sometimes we are afraid of these judgments, and with time we learn how to
Eu vou entrar às 8 da manhã.
forget about these judgments,
Oi?
people judgment.
Sábado eu não gosto de ficar em salinha.
And I think
Para ir mais rápido, assim, entendeu? Só tem
lots of
dúvidas.
my
Mas aí quando você chega assim, já
issues
foi.
with self-confidence in the past was related to it.
Sim, você não gosta de ficar em salinha.
Yeah, and being judged, it's completely related with feel uncomfortable. So I totally understand you. Yeah. And what about you, Erica? Do you think that is important being confident?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. It's important, and I agree that sometimes we have to fake it. But it's important to try, at least.
Uh, yeah, you said something you said about fake it. And there are people who just stop something that they want to do because they do not feel confident about that. So they do not accept a promotion in their jobs, or they just stop to do something because of confidence. So, Bianca, have you ever stopped or avoided doing something just because you do not feel so much confident?
Of course, in a lot of moments I did this. I did it, I guess, mainly when I am with a shit self-esteem, actually. When you wake up, women have the period time, the TPM, and in that moment, I feel as a trash, So I can't do a lot of things. It's really difficult to me. My self-esteem, it's really bad. So mainly in that moment, I save myself to myself. I save myself to stay in my home, do the things that I like, because it will be really bad to me, to force at me to stay in some places. But about job, specifically about job, I understand that that is my job, and with confidence or without confidence, I had to do it. I have to do it. So my job, I try to do it, even if I had to study a lot, to turning nights, studying, or to practice a lot of times, I had to make it. So I tried to do my best. If it was good, I don't know, but I made it.
Well, I think that yeah, you bring a new level of difficult because yeah, definitely women have this phase in every month. So yeah, I think it's harder when you are in that phase. Yeah. And what about you, Elio? Have you ever stopped or avoided doing something because you weren't feel that confident?
I don't know if I gave up on something because of confidence or because this task wasn't for me. But besides being a person that tried to never give up on my tasks, sometimes I have to say, oh, it's not for me. It's not. I cannot perform this task. But I fight hard for not avoid or give up something in my life. But sometimes we this kind of thing happens with us.
Yeah, today I use that's popular. O não eu já tenho. So I I avoid to stop something that I want just uh because I do not feel so much confident about that.
Yeah.
Especially some positions in my job or anything. So yeah. And earlier you said that being confident can open some doors for you. Um, can you say uh, some examples, or you can ask something about the question number 4? Can confidence help us make our ambitious dreams come true?
I think that being confident can make us feel more less with less anxiety, and it can help us to deal better with all kinds of situations. In that way, I think it can open doors for us. And like in the work environment, if you show a lack of confidence, no one will give you an opportunity. I think in these ways, uh, confidence can open doors for us. So for me, confidence can help us make our ambitions and dreams come true. It is important to learn uh, being confident.
Yeah. And what about you, Yanka? What do you think about it?
I agree. I totally agree with Elio, and I would like to add confidence with risk. Sometimes we have to arriscar, to risk in some moments, so apply for that job post. I'm doing a lot of this. I'm not that confident at my job, but every edital that I see open, I take my risk and I risk in that, and I am having some good returns about it. I don't know. I don't feel that I am a person that seems to be confident, but I try to balance this with my curriculum. So I work hard on my curriculum to show something, to try something. So I'm applying and doing my things. But yeah, I'm limited in some tasks like presentation or give a class, for example, this kind of thing that I am really showing myself. It's difficult. It's more difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny when when uh uh, when I was look for a job, I searched for many courses, I read many books, and it's funny because when I finally start a work, we realized that the most part of people do not do that. They I work with IT, just like Elio, and many people just have a practice. They do not read books. They do not do many things that are the first thing that we think about when we think about learning something new. They just, oh, I can watch a video on YouTube. Yeah. And Yanka Elliot said something about the lack of opportunity, the lack of confidence in people in their works. So we cannot show our lack of confidence at work. Uh, how do you feel about that? I think that it's pretty common we do not feel confidence sometimes. So why we cannot show that? Oh, how do you feel about it?
Show that we are not confident. Yeah.
Yes, and show some lack of confidence.
I show this, I guess. I don't show, actually. I have conversations with my boss about it, about how nervous I was in that moment, in some moment. I try to be really open with her. The problem to me, it's the others. Me and her, me and my boss, we are okay. We are aligned. But the others, and in my department, if you show weakness, they pass through you, they just é cada um por si e Deus por todos. It's very competitive place. It's a very competitive place. And I am very reserved. So I try to maintain me reserved. So I don't know if I need to show confidence because I am like a ghost, in that place. I never is in there, but I'm in there sometimes. It's remote
Yeah.
job.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and you said, I think that this is the point. Okay, I cannot feel so much confident, but I do my job. So that's okay. No problem. It's just proof that even if I'm not so much confident, I do it. So perfect. 10. Okay, so okay, that's it. And what about you, Value? What do you think about being not allowed to show our lack of confidence at the job?
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable about it, but unfortunately, it's the real world. I For me, it would be better if we show our weakness and even and then people could help us with our weakness. But like Yanka said, we are in a very competitive world, and in our society, and maybe we can lost some opportunities showing our weakness.
Isn't contradictory because okay, we cannot show our weakness, but in some way uh they are always open to help us to if we need some help we can ask. So it, it isn't a little contradictory because if I'm asking for something I'm showing that I don't know how to do that. So yeah, to me, it's a little bit contradictory.
Yeah, it's totally.
Yeah, and Elio, uh, we at the beginning we talked about the secrets to being confident, to gain confidence, and uh, is important to fail sometimes to gain confidence as well. Can this be one of the secrets?
Yeah, maybe. I think uh, sometimes we are not confident because we are not used to that task or that job or that. So I think fail sometimes is important for us to learn because life is great trial and error, and we learn with these errors. And the more, but it's important to learn with these fails and errors. I think if we can learn with them, it can help us.
Yeah. No one starts knowing something, so we can always make some mistakes. And what about you, Akan? Do you think that it is important to fail sometimes to gain confidence?
Yes, I agree. I agree with Elio. That is, yeah, we have to learn from our mistakes. And with that, we can gain some confidence during the process. And fail, I think it's the only certainty, the certain that we have, because we are going to fail in some moment. So be prepared for this. And but the thing is not to fall, the thing is it's how to get up fast, to get up and continue the game. But yeah, I agree that it's important.
Perfect. And talk about working. Yaka, how do you feel about LinkedIn? Do you think that they help us to be more confident or not? How social medias affect your confidence?
I think that Elio won't agree with me now, maybe não vai concordar comigo, but I think that we are into a capitalism system that make us to be productive a lot, and most part of the time we have to fake it, the confidence, because we all have weakness. We all have this thing that made us fragile in some moment. So there are a lot of times that we have to fake it, to fake the confidence, because it seems that it's the game, the capitalist game sometimes. And LinkedIn, to me, it's the supra-sumo of it, you have to sell you as a good professional, and you fake it, totally fake it. Not that your victories isn't a victory. Yes, is a victory, but you can't just put your certificate in there. You have to write a beautiful text telling how was the process and floreando that thing most part of the time. So you have to fake it. And LinkedIn to me show all of it, maybe. I hate
Yeah.
LinkedIn. I do not post in there.
Yeah, I also do not like. I think that it's too much fake. Uh, many fake posts. I think that uh,
Sometimes you know the person posting there, and you say, "Oh my God, who who do you think you are? You are cheating?" Yeah.
I have a history about that. Yeah, because I worked with a person who was selling some courses. He was really popular at LinkedIn, and we worked together. So it was totally fake. So I was, Jesus Christ, I cannot believe it on that. So yeah, it happened with me. And what about you, Eddie? What do you think about social medias? They can influence in some way your confidence.
Besides LinkedIn, the other social platforms, these social networks like Instagram, Facebook, it could lead us to an abyss because we compare our lives with other lives, and we don't see the real life there in this social network. And I try to make a I'm trying to make a detox of this. I only access LinkedIn for about 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm feeling a lot better without Instagram, without Twitter, this social networks. So for me, uh, they they can't help us being more confident.
Mm. And what can help us to be more confident, Elio?
I think I don't know. I think it's a long process. It's one step at a time. We cannot try to compare our lives with anyone else because everyone has its own history, and maybe the steps that worked for that guy could not work for us, you know. So we have to respect our time, our small steps in the learning process. I think there is not a recipe of being confident uh, for for uh, each one of us. It works in one way. I don't know if I've been clear, but I think it works this way.
Yeah, in the process.
Yeah, it's a process, and it's not easy to get confident.
Great. And what about you, Yanka? What can help us to be more confident?
Yeah, I agree with Elio, but I have a recipe actually because I asked Elio to ChatGPT, and everything that ChatGPT answer is true.
I totally agree.
I'm kidding, nothing, everything, but self-acknowledgement, autoconhecimento, and I agree with that. I'm doing therapy to get this self-acknowledgement, and I'm trying, but it's difficult sometimes to recognize your positive points sometimes. So it's a really hard process. Define achievable, definir metas alcançáveis. How can I say that? Define
Achievable
Achievable
goals.
goals.
achievable goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good to do this because sometimes we lost our confidence because we set an achievable goal, and we try to do a lot of things at the same time or with deadlines, impossible deadlines. And this isn't fair with us, I guess, because you failed, but not because you will fail, but because you plan yourself not in the better way. Maybe you could give you more time to do that task or to break that task in small steps, maybe you can work better with this and do not feel frustrated with your process, maybe. And the last one, maybe celebre suas conquistas. This is a good one because we forgot about our wins in the life. So I have to have a physical thing, all time that I made it, I have to put a star in some point because I look at that and I think, okay, I didn't win today, but I win a lot of times. Maybe these three ones.
Good tips, I think. I think I will use especially the last one and cheer every day. Okay. No, not every day, but I will try to cheer when I achieve some small goals.
Yeah, but it's important to celebrate our uh, when we we do something difficult. I always forget to do it. But when I fail, I always regret. But it is important to celebrate the good things.
I thought you would say, I never remember myself to celebrate when I gain something, but when I lose, I always celebrate.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. And guys, do you think that the confidence can help you in a job interview value?
Sure. This is very important. I think we already told about it. It is you can we need to show confidence, especially at this moment in a job interview. If you show lack of confidence, maybe you can lose the opportunity.
Yeah. And yeah, okay, you said about editais. So there is some way that can confidence help you with editais or in a part of the process.
Yes, I'm doing my doctor. So I passed through big interviews during the master to get in the master. You have to do a test, to do several steps, and one of them it's an interview with three professors from the house. Three professors sit in front of you and make a lot of questions about your life, about your project, what you are pretending in that program. And to get in the doctor, you have to do this again. So I made it 2 times to grow my career, I guess. And I don't know if I was confident. And I say that because I gaguejo, for example. I lost my mind sometimes. So I don't know if this show the opposite of confidence. But I tried to show myself as a qualified person. I think that I try to do is to accumulate qualifications and do my best. So I tried to show this to them. I can be a introverted girl or things like that, but I am qualified to this. So it was I don't know, how can I say that, but it was what I tried.
Yeah, your strategy. Yeah, I think that in my case, it was really hard for uh, it it was always hard to me job interviews. So, when I started my first job, I feel more confident. It helped me to feel more relaxed in a job interview. So when I went to my first job interview after start job, it was so good to me. I was funny, I was laughing, I was more natural. So it helped me a lot. So my friend said to me, the secret to have a job is to have a job. So yeah, when I had my first job, I just feel more confident, more calm to go to interviews and just help that uh I I started a new job. Yeah. And Dani, how was the conversation in the small room?
I love it, Wanda and Gabby. So help me and to speak, to talking. So I'm really, really grateful, girls.
Perfect. Yeah, this environment is amazing because we help each other, we support each other. So yeah, and they are amazing. And for you, Wanda, how was the conversation?
It was really good conversation. The subject is a little bit difficult, but yes, I we jump to the subject and talk about our souls, our feelings, and get again back to the subject. It was a really amazing conversation.
Yeah, and I think this topic is totally close to our feelings or soul, so they are totally close to each other. And for you, Wale, how was the conversation?
It was a really great topic. The conversation was pretty great too with Felton. It's a really great topic because I think it's easy to talk about it, and also it's important to the professional and personal life. So I think it's pretty great.
Yeah, we talked a lot about our jobs, about how to gain confidence in your work. Elton, how was the conversation?
Well, I enjoyed a lot. The topic was really good. I believe that the most of us are here improving our confidence and communication. For me, are related things. And yeah, confidence can bring us a lot of good opportunities. And with confidence, we can have more experience, more a better background. And for me, it's a good point.
Great. Yeah, we also talked here about um, confidence and communication together. Yeah, that communication it's also close to confidence. And for you, Gabriela, how was the conversation?
Um, it was very good. I love the mate, Wanda and Donnie. Um, and yeah, that's it. I like a lot.
Great. Yeah. And here we also give some tips to improve our confidence. So Elton said about process. This is a process. And Bianca said about celebrate your gains. When you achieve your goals, you need to celebrate. And so I really want to listen some other tips from you, Warley. Please give us a tip to how we can gain confidence.
It's a hard question, but I think the most important thing about it is to face the challenges and to go ahead and practice and do more. And I think it will help you to gain more confidence. I think it's the practice.
Perfect. Accepting new challenges. Good one. And Danny, please give us a tip to gain confidence.
So I think for the building confidence, so the fail and the gain and sorry, the fail and the access times. So it's life for 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 the people and the low and high moments and the one day is very confident or they it's very tired or scared but it's normal and it's part of the us.
Perfect. Elton, please, tips to gain confidence.
Well, you just need to expose yourself. I believe that when you expose yourself, you sometimes you fail, but the most part of the time you will earn something good. You will earn a little bit confidence. Now here in Talk, we are earning confidence all the time. I believe that each immersion bring us something good.
Perfect. Panda,
I think accept the process, learn about yourself, learn about it, and know about yourself, your down and right space and position. Yeah, learn and accept.
great. And for you, Gabriela, please give us a tip to gain confidence.
I think to practice presentation, practice English, Portuguese. I don't know, just practice every day.
Perfect. Good one as well. And mine is fake it. Just pretend that you are confident. Yeah, sometimes it can help you as well. Okay. So guys, that's it. Please answer this survey. I send the link on the chat and we can finish this conversation, okay? Have a great weekend and I hope to see you here again next Friday, okay? So see you all. Bye bye.
See
Bye bye,
you.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Have a good
Bye.
one.
Good night.